Yes, yes. We're back. We're back. I know it's been a minute, but I have been recording a few videos for you guys. But tonight, we're going to discuss reconciliation with an ex or with your ex. And is it worth it? And can it work? I know we're approaching Valentine's Day for those of you who, I guess, entertain this quote unquote holiday. Yeah, I know it brings about certain emotions. I know you guys don't want to be lonely. Okay, I got something for you. Okay, I know you want to get your baby back and all of that type of shit. Reconciliation is one thing. We can reconcile any bitterness. We can reconcile any type of grief, because what happens when you detach from a woman, when you detach from a woman and you move forward, in some cases there can be some ill will towards one another. There can be some it's feelings of frustration, it's some anger, it's a few things that we feel, especially when you look at the effort. You look at it from your side of the story, she's looking at it from her side of the story, so you tend to start to entertain whose fault was it. We always come to this: who's the reason why it did not work? Because things come and things happen. You have people that go through a lot of situations that they end up staying together. They end up working it out, and they live, I guess, forever happily, whatever the saying is, happily ever after. They go on and they move forward. Other cases, they fall a little short. Just in my personal experience, I was talking to my guy. He's an older gentleman. I respect him. He's successful. Uh, he's in that multi six figure range. He's a guy that I admire. And he told me about myself. He said I don't have any problems with the women that I deal with. And he said it may be you. And I was giving him a rundown. And I said, you know what, that may be right. And I was telling him, I said, I don't lie to women. I don't lie. If they ask me, I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to tell them everything they ask me. And he was looking at me crazy. Said, why do you do that? Because he was telling me, he said, man, you hard on women. I said, I'm really not. I don't check behind them. I don't, hey, where are you? Hey, I let you roam free. I let you do whatever you want for the most part. Because again, the boyfriend girlfriend shit is kind of high school to me. I don't really expect a woman to give me any type of loyalty when I have not given her my last name, my provision, and my protection on a full-time basis. See, what we do is, men, we tend to expect a woman to give 100% loyalty when we're only giving 50% provision and protection. We're only seeing them on occasion. We're not with them all the time. So that is a foolish thing to do. You think you're that special that a woman should give you 100% of her loyalty in her best years when you're only giving 50% because you're still trying to vet her. You're doing a little OJT, if you will. So it's a difficult situation. But the thing about it is, you have principles and boundaries that are set, and you lay out the groundwork. Hey, this is how I'm going to move. This is how I'm going to work. I'm not going to keep having the same conversations with you about lines that I've cemented in the ground that are not to be crossed. So when you think about reconciling with an ex, you're only thinking about it because of the great memories or the good memories that you had. You're looking at the good side of things, the potential. You don't want to live in fear, but it's come to my understanding that going backwards, especially if it's been over a certain period of time, and it really, when you know female nature, you know how women move. A woman pretty much has a guy already on standby. So you may think a week went by in your mind. I tell you, men and women are on different timelines. A month to a man is a year to a woman in a lot of cases, or 6 months to a year to a woman. She doesn't look at time the same as you do. So you say, well, we only been broken up a month. We only been separated a month. You think another man has not been in her bed, or you don't think she's been in another man's bed. I have another thing coming for you. I have a hard pill for you to swallow. I'm sorry to tell you. But in a lot of cases, reconciliation with an ex after you separated for quite a bit of time, the pair bond has been severed. The chemistry is tainted because in more cases than not, a woman cannot be in idle or isolated for too long. She's going to entertain other men. She's going to be sexual with other men. And what that is going to do is disrupt whatever chemistry, whatever bond that you two had. It is going to be tainted. It's going to be tainted. Now, there are some circumstances that you may be able to amend. I know you guys, wait a minute. Well, is it possible? Day Masters, is it possible? Well, a lot of things are possible. A lot of things are possible. But is it worth it? Because a lot of times women move on. They'll entertain guys. They will. You see these women with all these standards. In most cases, a woman is never fucking the guy who she praises. It's going to be rare. When you look at her social media, the standards, he has to be 6'9", making 195,000 minimum and all this stupid shit. Guaranteed the guy she's fucking doesn't look or match or meet any of those requirements. This is a fact. In most cases, he's the total opposite of what she's praising because that's just her unicorn guy. In most cases, if she get the unicorn guy, she's going to fuck that up too. She'll fuck that up too. So when you reconcile with the next, you must, after she disrespects you to a certain level, certain respect cannot be, it can't resurface. Once a respect reaches a certain low, there is no reconciling that. You can't, I'm sorry. It can't be, I'm sorry, back into, no, it does not work. I'm sorry to tell you. Reconciliation comes with great shame. Because when a man leaves a woman, you must understand, men don't really leave women. In a lot of cases, women become jaded because they did not leave the man because that's their usual protocol. They're the ones that's used to leaving a relationship. So when a man leaves them, they hold a certain level of bitterness and resentment for that guy because in her mind, she thinks she's better than him. She thinks she could have done better. So when you leave her, her resentment cuts a little bit more deep. So when you entertain the thought of reaching back out and trying to reconcile, just understand the Scottie Pippen effect. Scottie Pippen was going to divorce his woman. She reconciled because she did not have the plate and the table set with her new man. So she entertained it for the time being, only to leave him. Only to leave him. So you must stand on your square. The only way you would entertain reconciling with the next, she has to go over and beyond accepting and taking accountability for the reason why this relationship went to the shitter. She must do a thorough inventory. She must do the work. She must do the work. She must find out every reason and she must address and correct every flaw that caused the relationship to tank. If she does not do that, again, if her effort is lackluster, reconciliation should be the last thing on your minds. because at that point she's just bored and she'll just say, well, I'll deal with it while for the time being until I find my next guy. You'll be just something to do. You have these women that are married in relationships, and I come to understand something about myself. I may not be on the purple pill side. I thought I was a little purple. I knew I was more red, but relationships just don't work for me. I've gotten the best interactions with women when I was a side dude. I got the best treatment, the most respect, the most compliance being the side dude. Now imagine that. Imagine that. I got the best treatment, the best sex, the best of her as the side guy. Temporary interaction, short lived, great chemistry, great fun, great times. But anytime I try to transition and do my own thing and go 100 with the chick, not entertaining any other women, being all the way solid and honest, I get shitted on. And this is what I was discussing with my guy, and he couldn't understand it. I said, man, this is facts. I'm not fabricating or exaggerating. When you give your best to a woman, this speaks to her emotional trauma that she has yet to resolve. She prays and says she want these good men and this and that, yet she fucks them over or gives them or crosses boundaries in which he set and advised on several occasions, which you only should have this conversation once, to not cross. Do not cross me here. This is my second warning. I'm not going to warn you again. And what does she do? She does it again and forces you to leave, forces you to respond, because you cannot respond with words. I used to argue and all of this, and I told myself I would, and you find yourself in arguments. Oh no. The moment you put yourself in that position is the moment you put yourself in a weaker position. These are all facts. The moment you try to be good to a woman, she's going to shit on you. That I understand these sayings, no good deed goes unpunished. I get it. So when you want to go back and revisit somebody in your past, you must understand what can come with that and what has happened in the interim when you were absent. It's more than likely she's been sexual with another man. Definitely no. It's more than likely she has been having the conversation with her friends who are habitually single, filling her heads up with more bullshit. That's a no. And she has not taken the time to address the issues that came before you, which led to the demise of your relationship, which is also a no, because that doesn't show any effort in wanting to be better. See, what I notice about women, they want to be happy, but they don't want to be better. They want to be happy, but they don't want to be better, because to be better is to put in hard work and sacrifice. They want to buy happiness. They want to take the shortcut to happiness. They want to find every loophole that takes them on a detour from doing the real work that's necessary to become a better person. They don't want to be better. They just want to be happy. And happiness is a temporary state. That's a temporary state. So with the Valentine's Day season coming up, I know you guys want to go on your dates and take pictures and do all of the hotel rooms with the shit on the floor, the roses and things. By all means, enjoy yourself, but do not lead any women on thinking it's going to be. You can just enjoy a night. Enjoy the company. Enjoy the night. Don't think about anything that happened prior to or that will happen after that night. Just enjoy the night. And I think that's something that I'm going to implement. Just enjoying the moment. A lot of the times you want to foresee, you want to look into the future, you want to look into the past to see what she's going to do. Just enjoy the night. Just enjoy the moment, because you're going to wreck your brain, because women can be unpredictable. They're going to say one thing, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to do the total opposite. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Day Master.